Multicrew ships, from the simplest to the capital classes. Let's talk about them and what I think of which ships. This is my channel, I'm A.S.Drake. There will be several videos on this topic. The topic itself is the desire of a spectator, and I hope that he is satisfied. Here I want to keep it simple to the numbers of the ships and not go too much into details. Should you see a ship that we should talk about, write me a comment with the name of the ship, and if you want to know something special, what you are particularly interested in. Single-player ships and fighters, as well as two-man fighters, we will leave out. In this video we are concentrate us on the ships between 30 to 90 meters and work through them alphabetically. We will stay between A to C. Let's get to the first ship of the Apollo, with a maximum crew of 2, and this ship still in the concept. There are two variants, the Medivac and the Triage. The difference is not big, it is the paint job, and one of the two still carries rockets. The Apollo is considered as the support medical ship, and those limits its shelf somewhat in the use question, since the ship is equipped with treatment rooms. What I'm thinking about the ship. It is interesting, not quite what for me. But organizations that are PvP oriented, especially in the area of the FPS, should pay attention for the ship. In the PvE area, it will depend on will there be missions that need medical help. So now let us turn to a classic constellation. Reported with a maximum crew of 4 men. There are also 4 variants, but before one say 5, one is an alternative paint job. Let's go. We have the Andromeda, a medium freighter, also a gunship with decent firepower, especially on missiles, and a snapfighter docking collar. Then we have the Aquila, that is declared for expeditions, and for this purpose renounce a turret and a part of his missiles. After this we have the Phoenix touring ship, speaking a passenger ship, but only has primary cannons and 1 turret, but is resembling as a luxury yacht. I hope it's right, we're not secure here. And last but not least, the Taurus, which is unfortunately is still in the concept, which also considered as a medium freighter, only that they, like the Phoenix, waved the same, but it was wrapped to get more cargo space. Now let's go back to the topic of the two constellations, like Andromeda and the Aquila. I think both ships are all-rounders who differ at one point. Both can be used as well as freighter, but also for PvE games. The Andromeda is more offensive, and I imagine that a troop of mercs could use it to eliminate a pirate base, because the nature of the hold also allows you to take light vehicles, and the snapfighter offers additional options. Then, if you finish the base, take the stolen goods and ends as a bonus. The Aquila Explorer then mm, the Aquila Explorer then orients itself in the field of explorations and brings special finds. Phoenix on the other side, however, limited to person transportations. How far the PvE missions will look like, it's not clear. So I'm very curious how it will look at the end with missions for the Phoenix. With the Taurus, you stay in the trades because you really give up a lot for the loading area, especially firepower. So you orient yourself on fast, lucrative routes to get the best possible out with minimal risk. Here's that you should be at least two people to get effective activities. Simple cargo flights do not need to. On longer journeys, you will have someone who manages the repairs, the systems, while the other one is flying. For this, I have made a video about systems and subsystems to find in the top right under info. Now we come to the next ship, the Corsair, an exploration vessel with a maximum crew of 4 men, which is still in the concept. Actually, the same thing applies to this ship as for the constellation Aquila, as far as the tasks are concerned, with a few minor differences. Then they are in the nature of the ship. The ship does not have the snap-fighting docking collar. Further, it is lighter armored than the Constellation, and in the armament uh, is is the biggest difference, since the philosophy of this ship is guns and not rockets. But here you have one thing to consider. The ship is still in the concept, and as we know, it can change a lot over time. I see 2 men as a minimum for the longer tasks for this ship. For simple cargo flights, you can make them alone. Now we come to the last ship in this range, A to C, alphabetically. That's, that is the Crucible, which is also still in the concept. It is considered as a heavy repair ship for a maximum crew of 8 men. It is like the Apollo, quite special in what task it can handle. Well, here again, I cannot say anything in the realm of pure PvE missions. Just like for the Apollo. The only thing I really hope, because the Star Citizen universe will get 90% population by NPCs, so Cloud Imperium said, or Chris Roberts said, that in the end there will be enough missions and will go in this direction that we will get missions for these two specialized ships. What is for the player area? There I see more space. From the obvious military organization to uh, organizations of pirates who would like to repair independently of spaceports, as they may lack access to some over time. Industrial organization might also be very of the Crucible, if it will be able to repair ships like the Prospector. This information is still missing. The photos the most time only fighters. How much men you will need? I go here from 3 men with the assumption pilot, a machinist, and a technician for the repair arms of the ship. As the best possible result, it will probably be 6 men for the 6 arms only. So I achieve the fastest repair time when each arms needs to be operated by one person. There's still are missing some information. I do not want to expect NPC because the time when they should come is still unclear, and what they can do, everything exactly like that. So before we come to the end on of this first video, nor the hint that I'm aware of that the ships like the Apollo and Crucible have cargo capacity. Because I didn't talked about the opportunity to trade with them. But whether the space is freely available or limited, as in the Prospector, where it is available only for mining remains, we must wait to see it. For the Apollo, it could mean only medical goods, for example. I hope you liked the first video of this kind. If so, subscribe my channel, give me a thumb up, and click on the bell to stay up to date. Till the next time, A.S.Drake.